BPX Production présente Belle Talk Show Magazine sur Ayiti TV, chaîne 64.3 digital. Du lundi au samedi, de 4h à 5h PM. This is it, Belle Talk Show Magazine sur Ayiti TV.
Tout cela pour vous apporter le bonheur auditif chez vous. Avec des rubriques différentes. Les femmes d'abord, causément des chaises. Qui ça la jeunesse besoin? Cuisine ses richesses. HPP mini-série. Belle Talk Show Magazine avec Sonny Belle en forme, Aubry Blague, Régine Bastien et Gauthier Bernard. Belle Talk Show Magazine, pour toutes vos publicités, promotions et invitations, veuillez nous contacter au 786 642 35 35. Belle Talk Show Magazine, l'espoir de la culture haïtienne.
Nous pouvons finir, je voulais nous prendre un petit pause pour me dire que tout entrepreneur ça que cap défiler une après l'autre ça et oui, il faut mon travail. Félicito. Ni Woody, bon travail. Very good job dans langue blanc. Mbanouni et puis des entrepreneurs sérieux que moi marqué là, des visages qui très familiers dans le pays, il y a là mon côté principal là et des amis que je connais là qui est important pour nous dans la communauté là. Les nous avons cadeau nous bail pour nous faire ça avec moun ça pour notre quitter donc qui dans notre champ bataille là notre champ activité ça notre champ développement culturel ça que Ruth et Lady Ruth peut des supplier pour un pile d'amis camarades nous rencontrer à toi avec Manouchka et Manouchka c'est ex et secrétaire DGTNH là et Gamal Augustin qui nous a côté sur les ensemble avec moi nous disons Manouchka salut bien content côté bon ici ensemble avec nous et puis équipe de good work Darlene. Enjoy, joyeux Noël à vous tous, mes chers amis.
Le Père Noël au Blague et le Tonton Noël Sonny Belle en forme seront au département du Nord dans la localité de Petite-Anse pour faire des heureux aux enfants âgés de moins de 12 ans. Selon le Père Noël au Blague, même les bébés auront un jouet ce jour-là. Cette activité prévue pour la fin du mois de décembre compte d'ores et déjà sur votre participation. Pour faire votre donation, appelez au numéro 786 285 36 57 786 642 35 35. Bail petit par chiche, puis c'est crapaud. Augmenter la rivière.
C'est en fait cette plateforme, parce que nous avons des produits exotiques, nous avons des produits...
En parlant d'exotique, on va appeler Flore d'exotique là.
Elle reste cachée, elle ne va pas parler. Donc c'est là où je vais aller.
Je vais vous dire quelque chose, mesdames et messieurs. Flore, femme dit nous ça, les gars, ils disent. Nous sommes guilty. You know what is it? I don't know how to say it in English. How do you say it?
Distillery.
Okay, now. She make alcohol. She make liquor. Do you want to taste her liquor? Grenadia. Bois de vin, c'est ça? Lundi. Mais...
Philippe, comment tu bois de vin? Maudit fort. Et ils ont le vin. Born in France.
Born in France. So guys, this is Flore. Applaudissez la suite.
I'm Flore, Flore Oiseau de Exotique, Exotique Bijoux et Exotique Liqueur. Voilà là, partout où on va, on essaie de représenter Haïti. We're really trying to push the culture. So she's wearing Ayiti Ferrafos, which is interconnected, that's why we're here. Not only pour Haïti, but pour le monde. Elle porte les bijoux d'Exotique. These hats are very popular these days. This year, that's all I've been making and selling. That's what she's wearing. And she has the liqueur that we've been talking about.
Who want to taste the liquor? Who want to taste the liquor?
This one is Grenadia. We have 14 flavors.
Ladies over there, bring the liquor.
Ladies only? Ladies only?
Guys didn't show anything. Non, pas
Alors,
non, pas
non,
So let's go. So, exotique. Bon, maintenant, on doit se poser des questions, guys. Because let's think about it. Exotic first what jewels. So how come you fuck jewels to tapia? I don't understand. What is it, what is the rapport? C'est quoi le rapport?
for me, it's the same thing.
Excuse me, in the back. Focus, guys. Hello? Woody? Okay. So now, bye.
Really for me, it's the same thing. I'm using my creativity and trying to still promote my culture. I was raised in a family that had a distillery. So on my Wazo side of the family, there's always been alcohol. My grandfather was known, we're from Tigua, and my grandfather had the first distillery in Tigua. And he used to have a drink that's called Tijon. And the stuff that he used to make it is literally what's in my Nîmes and associé liqueur. So instead of making it en trempé, I made it into a liqueur. And I started doing the liqueurs during COVID because I was looking for something to do, one of my other talents to use. And I had a dream of my grandfather, and I thought, maybe that's a son. And once I started doing it, and one night he actually came in my dreams and asked me for his drink. So I continued making them. I started about 7 months ago, I think. About a year, 7 months
It's
ago.
popping, guys.
And I'm up to 14 flavors.
14 flavors.
They all with natural fruits except for the Nîmes and associé, which is the Nîmes and associé. We all know they are bitter. But in my liqueur, I have some here. If you guys want some in my liqueur, you get the liqueur, the syrupy liqueur part first, and then you get the little bitterness at the end. He's one of my clients. He says it's good for his upper. It helps him with his upper GI when he has upper GI issues. But it's actually one of the most sold flavor, that and the Grenadjack. Because apparently the guys think it does something for them. I did not put anything more in the meat and the associate. That's the only thing I promise. I promise. That's the only thing I put in.
Somebody's asking.
Do you want to test it now?
Why
Do you want to test that one?
The Grenadjack's coming.
Would you say that again because they don't seem to believe that? What you said again? What do you say
What
again?
happened to the guy?
They seem to happen.
I have no idea. I drank it myself and it did nothing to me.
Because you're not a guy.
But I'm a very creative person, and I really, really believe that we should all be ambassadors for Hindi, and I try to do that in the book.
Look at that, guys. That's the daughter. This is what I call legacy. All of you, sometimes you have a business and you don't involve your kids in the business. If something happens to you tomorrow, nobody will be there to take over. So this is what we call legacy. Look at that. She has her own daughter. Beautiful. So Annie, can you tell me what do you think about your business?
Well, I think very highly of our business. Whenever I'm not walking around on campus, as you can see, even now I'm still wearing this ring. And she actually made it for me for my senior prom, and I've been wearing it since. So, like, whenever I'm walking around campus, I go to Lundi University. Everybody's always like, "Oh, I love your ring. Where'd you get it?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm so glad you asked." Exotique _ that's my mom's Instagram. She makes her name. Tell her any stitches. Yes.
And she calls me for her cut. When the people come, she calls me and say, "I said something to say about you." I wasn't like that. She follows through.
So it's been really heartwarming and really enriching to be able to see my mom like as she's working with the business, and a lot of that entrepreneurial spirit she's really instilled in me. I'm a freshman at Nova Southeast University studying psychology, global engagement, and pre-health. But even with all that science, guys, when I'm not doing that, I'm still doing the artwork, and my dad is here too, so I get the art from both of them. He dances, she makes art. I also make art. I'm on the Caribbean dance team in the Caribbean Student Union and the Haitian Student Union, International. I might dance a little bit. And then I recently started an organization on campus called Soapbox Speaks to write and perform spoken word poetry, and a lot of that inspiration and the inner power to be able to actually do that and bring it to life on campus comes from being able to see my mom do these things. So when I'm not advertising Ayiti, then I'm doing my own things thanks to my name.
Are you proud of your mom?
1,000%. 1,000%.
1,000%. She's proud of her mom 1,000%. So guys, that was be careful. That was Flor Mazo. She has beautiful stuff, guys. Beautiful woman, some men. Like I said, holidays, December, Christmas, New Year. We love gifts. We do. So go buy some. Be generous.
That being said, we actually going to carry through the
Keep
program
going.
and make it go fast as possible. I have actually a little surprise for you guys. Well, not really a surprise. It's more like a nice sweet taste, because while you're sipping on the hypnotic drink, okay, we're gonna give you also taste of an inspiration, okay, to sip that drink differently. Well, we have our main dancer who's gonna showcase
Stay ready.
and show you the flavors that can remind you of our roots in Kizomba mixed with compa and the flavors that we have.
They're gonna give you. Guys, the first time I saw Kizumba, I'm like, ooh, that's sensual.
By the way, who's familiar with Kizomba? Who knows, who heard of Kizomba? Everybody knows compa, right? Who remembers the early days of, let's say, say the Zouk flavor, the Zouk love? Huh? Come on, how about this side? Because I can hear from that side, but how about here? Nobody knows how to dance on that table? Huh? What do you like to dance on? Yeah, just you. Compa.
You know Zouk too.
How about you? How do you like to dance? Everything. How about you, lady? Everything. How about you? What do you like? Catch up on it, right?
Those people, they are professional dancer.
No, I'm asking. How about that table over here? What do you like to dance? Everything. That being said, are we ready, my brother? Are we ready?
Are we ready?
There you go. Come back on the floor and
You are
ready to enjoy.
beautiful. Don't be shy.
I'm shy. She said don't be shy, but I'm shy. Kizomba, back in the day, in Angola, we use it for family, right? And what you said, like Kizomba sexy, whatever you guys see on YouTube, that's way past my mind, I grew up dancing Kizomba in the backyard. My mama, my grandma, my cousins. But what you see on YouTube, you can't dance with your grandma. So you can't be like proving your
Grandma got groove.
Yeah, so I dance Kizomba that it's actually appropriate to dance with your sister, with your mother, with your grandma. And I can't dance with anyone even though they don't know the dance. Because I'm from Angola, so we're gonna be dancing. Okay, she's actually,
Yes, sweetheart.
Sister? Yeah. What we're gonna be showing is very simple. It's not a performance, but just as you were dancing in the backyard with your mama and your grandma. Okay?
Papai e mamãe orgulhosos de sua filha mais querida, pois tudo está a sair bem. Casa, escola, casa. A velhinha bonitinha, parecida uma santinha, engana toda a gente. Despedi os pais, ia visitar a tia Joaquina. Mas assim que saiu de casa, logo na esquina trocou de roupa. Vestiu uma saia curta tão transparente que mostra tudo. A menina não tem travão, está com o pé no acelerador, na rua lhe chamam. Ela é mais grande que manda pacote, em casa é velhinha, na rua ela é mais grande que manda pacote, na rua é chamada de. Ela é mais grande que manda pacote, em casa é velhinha, na rua ela é mais grande que manda pacote. Era mesmo dia de escola, papai e mamãe pensaram que foi. Afinal ela matou aulas, foi fazer praia na barra do Kwanza. Saiu com xingue, taxista, o lindo marcha-pulo e o chuchu DJ. Eram todos da mesma maralha, da staff, da turma da lei. Na rua lhe chamam. Ela é mais grande que manda pacote, em casa é velhinha, na rua ela é mais grande que manda pacote, na rua lhe chamam de. Ela é mais grande que manda pacote, em casa é velhinha, na rua ela é mais grande que manda pacote. Roda. Didi vai de Angola. Semana disse que ia passar na dia, mas foi a vizinha Maria quem alertou seus pobres pais que a menina velhinha quando diz que vai a tia passa a noite na disco, onde lhe chamam pela mãe grande, na rua lhe chamam pela mãe grande que manda pacote, em casa é velhinha, na rua ela mãe grande que manda pacote, na rua lhe chamam pela mãe grande que manda pacote, em casa é velhinho, na rua ela é mais grande que manda pacote. Papá ficou zangado, sua mamãe ficou muito chateada.
So guys, kami na lumit ang kapanda sa Disumbara.
Is it that beautiful?
Kami, Susa! And then guys, from Dinusa, you're going to l'école de danse. They have a dance school. So nous cascane information là et puis si nous voulons montrer nous danser, we voulons by class, they do private class and everything. So I want you to give a big applause to them again. Okay, this time we're gonna call Dr. Miller. Dr. Lemay, so one man, she got really. Guys, I have to tell you, every time she says she's a doctor, it's right now, tonight, I'm gonna know his specialty. It's a cornet. Applaudissez la suite.
Applaudissez.
Hello? Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Everybody would like to know you. Wow.
Hi everyone. My name is Dr. Merlot Mesman. I am a doctor of pharmacy.
Oh, okay, finally. No.
I am a doctor of pharmacy, so I'm a pharmacist, but going to work every day, graduating college, coming out of school, and transitioning to the working everyday life. I personally don't think I was ready for it. So I always wanted to have my own business, and so I decided to start my own business, and that is Epic by Design. So I have an installation back there. So what I do is I decorate events, weddings, parties, corporate events, everything. So I'm here today to just display my work.
Not just that. And to present yourself.
Absolutely.
So, why did you, from doctor pharmacist to designer, like event designer?
So it's a passion for me. Going to work every day, sometimes I'm literally looking at the clock. So the fulfillment is not as much as when I'm decorating.
Well, that's true. This is art. So you are an entrepreneur,
Yes, ma'am.
doctor,
Yes,
and an
ma'am.
artist.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, big shout out for her. So guys, if you want to find her information, she has other thing on Instagram for all of you if you have your parties, you know, the end of the month. I'm pretty sure you're very booked. But for you who would like to have a party and everything, look at what she did. And let me tell you guys, she did it by herself. I was so impressed. She did this, yes, this one, the blue one, by herself. Nobody helped her in anything. So big shout out to her, please.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
No, we're not done yet. The question that I have for you, that maybe people might have asked, when you realize that your passion wasn't there, okay, what would you say should have happened? I mean, could have been done differently instead of spending all that time in the loan, the student loans to get the doctorate, instead of, you know, getting to that point? What could have been done differently?
So, fun fact, I graduated pharmacy school with $106,000 worth of debt. So I went to school for 7 years and I came out with $106,000. I will say that pharmacy afforded me the ability to pay the loans down. If I could go back and do something different, I probably would, just being honest, because a lot of time has gone by. So what I have done to try to make the best of it is figure out how I can merge my profession with my passion. So ultimately the goal is to figure out how to do that. That's still in the works, but so that it doesn't feel like wasted time, I'm gonna merge the two together.
You can't handle two pills. One for people to get them to eat, okay, when you're doing your event, you enjoy your food, and the second, if they're sick, if they're sick after eating your thing, you're just gonna get cured, okay? So that would be one of the messages, yeah. That being said, we have to keep track of time because I would love to talk like forever, but the lady's gonna bring platters of the food for us as well because then we had the drink here and we were supposed to have
the food on the table.
There's something on the table while we talk.
Okay,
and
guys, go on.
we're moving forward with, thank you so much, Doctor. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Régine, dernière soirée pour année, où t'as aimé inviter tout le monde à venir danser avec.
Moi-même, moi t'as remis aller dans une soirée élégante.
Moi gagné un groupe jeudi 30 décembre 2021, Pure Force Group présent soirée Winter Elegance avec Sweet Picky, le président du groupe. Le Magic City, Little Haiti, 363 Northeast 61e Street, Miami, Florida.
Special guest, ambiance créole pour une soirée créole. DJ Haitian Mike.
Un rendez-vous à ne pas rater sous aucun prétexte.
Sweet Mickey, ambiance créole et DJ Haitian Mike, $75 à l'avance. Ticket disponible à Eventbrite ou à eleganceMania.com.
Pour information, 305 328 85 99. Sponsor officiel, Mima Tosh.
Comprehensive Medical Aesthetics, SARS Extensions, Low Glow, Radiant Transit, A2C Distribution, Purpose Group, PPX, TV Réseau.
Rendez-vous jeudi 30 décembre, Magic City, 10h pile. Enjoy!
Non, bah moi c'est Michael Bouillard, artiste peintre, web PPX, TV Réseau, pas négocier ça.
Belle Talk Show Magazine, l'espoir de la culture haïtienne.
We're gonna call Mr. José Duvernay, who's gonna come to the front to speak about Zoom Group and Touch Musical Center. I have to tell you guys, this guy is a multi-facet entrepreneur. Côté l'argent, il a allé. So, applaudissez M. Duvernay, s'il vous plaît. Allô, M. Duvernay, comment ça va? Présentez-vous.
Bonsoir, everybody.
Mettez-lui quoi, la bouche?
The funny part about Josue, he always gets to that point where, I mean, he talks on radio, he talks, like crazy. But when you put him on the spot, he always has this pause to get into the groove. Okay?
Mais là, tu vas pas me dire ça la phrase. Mais là,
as I said again, it's a wealth of knowledge, and when he's done and he's giving you the wealth of what's going on in that big head of his, okay, you're gonna be very happy that you get to know this guy.
Thank you, Woody. All right, my name is Josué Duvernay, and I'm an entrepreneur.
What we doing here?
I'm just joking. Yeah. My name is Josue Juliana and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an engineer with a master's in business administration. And I feel connected to the doctor who just came up here because I worked as an engineer for about 7 years. It was the top 7 years of my life. Every morning, I have to watch my clock to see, oh man, can I stay in bed for 5 more minutes? Because it was hard. But when I found my niche, my passion, and 24 hours is not enough in the day. So I own a financial firm called Zoom Group, and I do a lot of radios. I do a lot of community services. And I own Taj Medical Center, and we are...
Keep going.
I own a lot of other businesses. I am involved in a lot of other businesses. And if I have to call all of them,
The night will not be over.
so, but some of the businesses I'm just like a silent partner. But so far so good. And it's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. And I really appreciate that great. And
Boss lady here, boss lady here.
I like to it better than
Boss lady. Yeah, there you go.
You're gonna stop signing my check for the boss.
Hey, Ethan, I respect you as a boss, and you have to do the same.
Okay, guys. Again, it's a pleasure to be here, and I see a lot of friends, a lot of people that I know, and I'm gonna continue working. I have a lot of stuff working, a lot of stuff in the microwave is not out yet. Yeah, and you're gonna be amazed.
Okay, we're waiting to see.
So, thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to be with you tonight here.
If they need you, or anybody here needs to need you, or if you were to, as Wood would say, you mentioned yourself that you're a business owner, entrepreneur per se, but who is actually Josue, the person without, the engineering background, what is that, what defines you?
Bon, Josue Juliana is a guy that really cares for others. I'm a very caring person. I love to help, and I always love to see people happy. Every time I see somebody in a position that you're not showing your happiness, I feel hurt, and I want to know what's going on and how I can help you. So, and people who knows me, my friends, my close friends know that about me. They know that Josue always love to see people happy.
How many people need help here?
That's okay. You can call me, no problem.
Yeah, you guys gonna scan the Zoom group and the Taj Musical Center in the front. So you need help and tell him, remember him. Somebody said today he would help you.
No problem. Help can be defined as irregularity.
Now you're changing your words.
There's always a person to help, right?
Help is help.
So thank you, Uti, and thank you everybody for having me.
Now we're gonna call another lady, Mrs. Eben Fayola. Oui, Mrs. Eben, I call you like that. This is your business, this is your tag, this is your brand. Come in, Fayola. Lady and Wend.
Bonsoir. Well, my name is Farla Nikes, and I am the founder of Eben, which is an organic, plant-based hair and skincare company. I launched the company in my 20s, 1999 to be exact, and we were the first Black-owned brand on the shelf at Whole Foods. We are also the first plant-based brand for natural hair. I walked into Whole Foods in my 20s with my then 6-month-old daughter under my arm, And I said to them, you don't have any products in the store that black people can use. And they simply said to me, well, black people don't really buy quality products. Yes. This was in 1999 in Dallas, Texas. And I said, well, actually we do. And the fact that you're not filling that void, I have been making my own products and I've been selling it. And so they said, well, we haven't seen that to be a fact with our clientele. I said, well, I would like to do a presentation and I would like for you to try our products for a few months to see what happens. And the guy at the time, his name was Jason, and Jason humored me because I had been shopping there for a long time, working as a fashion model at the time, and that's why he knew me. He didn't know that I had this business person in me as well. And so he said, okay, let's have lunch. So now I went home because, back then I was mixing the products and putting them like in old little baby Gerber jars and my dad's little vitamin bottles. And I was like, oh my God, I have to do a presentation. And he gave me like a week, right? And I didn't even have the name Ben yet. So I stayed up till, like maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, writing a bunch of names down and things, and Ben just stayed with me because it represented me as a person, something that's natural, something that's raw, something that's authentic, something that's pure. And that's what I wanted the name to represent to whomever was buying it. And also, it represented a black woman. So if you had a problem with who I was, then you cannot benefit from my product. I'm not doing this work for someone that's not gonna embrace me as a whole. And so I ordered my bottles, had my little recipes, and I had the products ready for him. And when I walked in to meet Jason, he had his head down, like, sort of this look like, how am I not gonna hurt her feelings today? And I had this look like, you're gonna buy my stuff today. So we sat down, and we ordered some sushi. And he's like, do you have the products? And I said, yes. And my daughter Gabrielle was sitting next to me at the time. And I pulled them out, which are the products that are on the table back there. And he looked at my packaging, he looked at the products, he goes, you make this? And I said, yes. He says, okay, let's try it for 30 days. In those 30 days, we got written up in the Dallas Morning News. We made the front page. And we went national with them. And then... And it was kind of interesting, that whole roller coaster with Whole Foods. We were on the shelf for 18 and a half years. And I say were because a few years ago, they wanted me to raise my price by 40%. They sent an email out to everyone stating that they had made some accounting mistakes and something, and they wanted us to add a per bottle shipping cost to each product, which they were going to multiply by 2 for their end product. And I didn't think that was right. It's your mistake, you're going to have to eat it. I'm not going to participate in this. And so when I didn't want to, the guy at the time who was in charge of the whole body department for the whole region and all the stores, he turned off my SKUs. And so when people went to, after all the stores had purchased products and they received products and they couldn't scan them into the system, right? And my phone just wouldn't stop ringing. People were like, oh my God, we have these products, we can't sell them, the SKUs are not showing up. So then I called him to see what was going on. And he said to me, well, you didn't want to work with us. I said, I've been working with you. I offered you free shipping so that you can help with your costs. I don't want to raise the price on the customer because whenever we do a demo in the store, I go in. So I have single moms coming to me who budget us in. I have cancer patients who are looking for a product that's natural to buy. So I have a conscience. I'm not gonna raise it by 40% and price it in a way where they can no longer afford it. And he said, well, it's not like you don't wanna comply. I said, you know what? It's not that I don't wanna comply. You don't wanna work with me. So we're gonna leave it like that. I could have fought, but I thought to myself, you know what? God wants me to go in a different direction. And so I'm just gonna follow the wave. And shortly after that happened, right before Amazon bought them, Amazon called me. Imagine getting a phone call from Amazon. I was like, hello, he's like, oh, my name is Brian from Amazon. I was like, okay, Brian, listen, I don't have time for you today. And then he called back. He goes, ma'am, I'm calling you because our website has been getting bombarded for people looking for your products. We get a lot of search for a Ben. We want to carry your products. I was like, listen, Brian, this is not funny. Actually, you know what? Give me your name and number and I'll call you back. So now I call Amazon headquarters. I'm like, listen, you have some bozo named Brian calling people around, pretending to be working for you. I spent 20 minutes on the phone and no one can tell me that this person actually works for you. I think that's very alarming. There's fraud, blah, 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 blah. The guy was like, you know what? After 20 minutes, he goes, hold on 1 second. I said, okay. He comes back. He goes, the reason why we couldn't find Brian in the system is because he's the vice president of sales. So if he tells you to bring your products on Amazon, I would. Would you like me to transfer you? I said, nope, no need to transfer me. I'll call Brian. And so, yeah, so we've been on Amazon and now I have my own boutique in downtown Overtown. And Whole Foods has since invited us to sell back and I said no. And that's it. And it's funny because Amazon owns Whole Foods now, so if I do want to go back, I do have that. But you know, I just didn't like the way that this particular gentleman did it. You cannot tell someone how to price their product. Who knows your market better than you? You know? Yes, I know I can sell my products for a lot more money, but I'm not doing this just for money. Like the other folks were talking about passion. I'm very passionate about what I do, whether I sleep or don't sleep or whatever. I will always be doing this. I'm very passionate about plants. I'm very passionate about botanicals. I love to learn about new ingredients from around the world. I'm very passionate about purity, about things being organic. So the money that comes with it is just a bonus. I have friends who tell me all the time, you know, Viola, you work too hard. And when I hear that, it really gets on my nerves because I translate it into, you're not happy with what you're doing. That's why you don't understand how I can work and not sleep and work and work and work. And so yeah, that's all I have to say, sorry.
Wow. She said everything. So un gros applaudissement pour Fabiola, merci beaucoup. And for all of you qui aimeraient avoir ces produits, they right there. The stand is right there for, you know, for you, pour les hommes qui n'ont pas de cheveux, les dames qui ont des cheveux, on commence à changer. For the ladies who want to have good quality of hair, so you guys, you can go and check her booth right there. Okay, guys? Merci, les autres personnes qui restent, ils vont venir parler rapidement parce que c'est pas moi, là, vous êtes venus en retard. J'avais dit, moi j'étais là, mais vous n'étiez pas là. But anyway, on va parler rapidement, chaque personne là, après on va passer sur la table là pour manger un petit peu. Et puis après, qui va danser avec moi? Oh, ok, Guy Cavalier pour ce soir. So guys, je vais appeler rapidement Madame Patricia. Un garçon, une fille. Patricia. Une d'abord, je suis désolée, madame, une lady, venez, lady. Ok, mesdames et messieurs, ce que vous voulez, français, anglais, lady. D'accord, vous vous présentez pour que les autres puissent avoir quitté.
Parfait, donc mon nom est Patricia Dufay, je suis ingénieure agronome de profession, mais à ce qu'il paraît, il y avait le business également dans mon ADN, j'adore ça. Mon papa est businessman, ma maman également. Et comme ingénieur agronome, j'ai eu la chance de travailler avec beaucoup de paysans, comme on l'appelle en Haïti, ou d'artisans. J'ai pu observer ce qu'ils font, des travaux magnifiques. Donc c'est à ce moment qui m'est venue l'idée de travailler avec ces associations. Et j'ai également voyagé en Afrique, spécialement au Niger. J'ai eu la chance également de rencontrer des associations de femmes. Donc c'est à ce moment-là que m'est venue l'idée de travailler avec ces associations-là, de les représenter, spécialement en Haïti surtout. Donc le focus est surtout en Haïti, de les représenter, de représenter ces travaux. Donc c'est pour ça, derrière vous, vous avez Good Stuff. Donc Good Stuff, le nom, c'est parce que tout le monde, à chaque endroit, à chaque event que je vais, les gens se disent, ben, vous avez le Good Stuff. Donc il appelait ça Good Stuff. Donc finalement, j'ai décidé, c'est le nom. Donc on a dit, donc vous avez, this is good stuff. Donc j'ai décidé finalement d'appeler le business Good Stuff. Donc c'est là à l'arrière. Donc à la fin de la soirée, prenez votre temps pour passer et visiter. Donc je vous attends. C'est tout.
Donc visiter son bouffe. Il y a 2 jolis sacs. Comme je vous dis, j'adore les cadeaux. Pour ceux qui n'ont personne à qui donner, allez acheter pour moi. J'ai une voiture, je peux tout apporter. Vous comprenez? Next, on va appeler monsieur l'Obeil. On appelle l'Obeil qui va venir faire une présentation. Mesdames et messieurs, applaudissez-les. On dit ça m'a dit non, vous m'avez rencontré. As you can see, guys, monsieur Ovin fait l'Obeil.
Bonsoir. Pour bien le champ, le suivi à une association d'artistes et d'entrepreneurs qui a promoté l'art à travers manifestations. Donc, pour saluer à Soya. Et puis ensuite, comme encadrement pour artistes dans des événements végétaux. En même temps, nous avons une section voyage pour nous offrir des tours à travers le monde. Là que nous pas produit tout directement, nous avons une association, nous avons des indépendants contracteurs qui provide genre de produits. Donc, nous avons temps passer là. Semaine ça, nous recevons artistes pour Art Basel, nous avons Haïti, et puis jeudi, nous menons ici. Il est spécialisé dans sa récupération, recycling. Il est en mesure d'aller et présenter les site côté pile fatra, et puis il ramasse fatra ça, et puis il est en mesure de produire des.
Des pièces uniques, hein? Précision.
En autre mot, l'art ne finit jamais.
Oh, wow! Maintenant, il se fait une artiste.
Moi, c'est Voltaire Charles-Marc.
Vous avez un masque.
Moi, c'est Voltaire Charles-Marc, mais je connais sous le nom Mr. V.
Mr. V.
Mr. V.
Ça t'inspire au Mr. V qui faut des cafés ça. Parce qu'habituellement, on ne va pas jeter ça, il faut occuper ça. Ouais. Est-ce que maman, c'est fou, longtemps chercher le pâté?
Oui, souvent.
Oh, okay. But finally, you made a like beautiful piece.
Oui. Pour ce qui est de peinture, je commencé à faire ça en 2007. Mais pour dessin, il faut contacter les parents parce que de 2007, je peux faire dessin. Bien. À l'école primaire, à l'âge de 8 ans, j'étais tout mon business. Parce que on a vendu des dessins à l'école même, c'était l'école Fréandré. Côté que chaque vendredi, le cinéma n'a pas à monter. Mais l'homme grandit, moi étudié sciences informatiques. Et puis en 2007, avec encouragement d'un cousin moi, on commencé à faire art. Et puis depuis lors, je travaille comme artiste. Je travaille dans la technologie, je suis switché à art. Bon, pour pièces de récupération, c'est moi qui ai un bureau de construction là, en Haïti. Côté que mon frère est architecte et puis on l'a fait c'est ingénieur civil. Et puis nous avons un contrat avec Sogebank, côté que nous avons conseillé le bureau de Sogebank. Et puis là, couper bois, et puis moi, puis le détail bois, et puis nous avons une association d'artistes avec. Et puis nous disons, ah, monsieur. Moi, je dis, ah, nous ne pouvons pas quitter tout le bagage à gaspiller. Et puis de là, il y a une artiste qui s'est Rosier Augustin, il a créé un bagage avec. Et puis de là, nous commençons, et puis nous faisons tout le bagage avec moi. Tout le bagage, tout ça nous pensait.
Il fait tout le bagage. Il fait tout le bagage avec moi. Félicitations. Applaudissements.
Oui, c'est tout le bagage avec moi.
Ok, mesdames et messieurs, passez là, mes tableaux là, s'il vous plaît, regardez, soyez généreux, achetons une pièce unique pour votre chez vous, parce que moi, je connais nous capables. Nous capables. Applaudissez-les, s'il vous plaît.
Donc, c'est ça que nous avons fait là. Tout ça avec le monde pour le faire.
Oui, donc. Maintenant, nous allons appeler monsieur Lozier bien-aimé, s'il vous plaît, à venir passer de lui. Mais quoi, monsieur Lozier bien-aimé, pour nous regarder, normal, ça les bouts, tchaco. Oui, applaudissez-le, s'il vous plaît. Pour nous dire avant qu'il s'accroche à quoi.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Donc, je vais faire ça très rapidement. Very quick, do you know how you all is here? Because of a man, of a woman. My job is to make men and women happy. So the product that does that is Munchako Men. So I represent Munchako Men. For a month, I was promoting handball. By the way, I thanks everyone here that was at the game on the 28th, right? Thank you very much for being there. Then, for a month, I started promoting Munchako Men. Women and men are calling me, asking me, what happened to Munchako Men? I want to let you know, guys, if you were one of those people that call me, and whoever want to know about Munchako Men will be here forever. Because Munchako Men make men and women happy. It's a product that helps.
How do you make them happy?
Okay, Munchako Men is a product that helps the male function better. It helps to enhance the sexual functioning. You see what I'm saying? So,
donc son lot from de l'obey.
Bon, quand là, parce que nous sommes dit passer là, on a assez bois. So I'm here to represent Munchako Men. So you all guys are here because of a man, of a woman, because they were happy. So if you feel like something, when men and women are happy, they do something, right? If something is missing, we got the secret, which is Munchako Men. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And very good job, and thank you all.
So I guess we saved the best for last, right?
So we're gonna have
Nan koze madame ak mari, gen pile crime ki fet. Crime tête fait mal. Pa gen tan, crime mololo e bek a te. Sa se yon nan histwa yo. Comment munchakomen.com sauver la vie en foyer.
Pas pour ça même ça passe ça gain figo crasé comme ça.
Ah, Jacques frère pas yo pas bon men problème.
Pas dit mon problème familial.
Rien pas mouton, rien pas de
problème familial. Belle ti madame moi j'ai expliqué ça que c'est.
Travail bon, kay payer, tout bagarre en forme, madame belle ti bail. Mais depuis ni vient dans chambre là, et bec à terre.
Ah moi je sais pas pour faut un nèg qui parle. Ou pas attendre parler de Munchako Men.
Munchako Men, qui ça qui Munchako Men?
Munchako Men son supplément naturel qui fait avec fruits de même là. De pour prendre qui est beau en forme pour 5 jours. Ah, bah j'ai pas le bonheur. De pour fin prendre produit ça, son wou aller dans savane là. Regardez, ti grenadier c'est sur cabane, ti banane peso c'est sur cabane pour le
Ah mon cher, pour date ça connaît ça pas jamais dire moi.
Nous pas ouais même tellement mais non belle là parce que me selfish mais nous pas ouais bonheur mais nous pas dans même produit ça.
Côté me gagner.
Munchakomen.com bonheur c'est juste là on aller et puis sortant d'autre nous ouais dans savane pas poche.
Mon cher, fini prendre m'a pas check men.
Non, bon nouvelle. Bon même si me pas jamais dans m'a bon raison dans bonheur.
Créole parler, créole comprendre. Commande faite, commande délivrée. Résultat, c'est agir sans parole. Sauver foyer et commandez sur munchakomen.com ou 954 394 65 77.
Mr. Fritz, Josapha, who's gonna come and yes, you're gonna come rapidement. Mais je vais vous dire quelque chose. Faut me dire ça. Ça la loup. This is gonna be the first Asian. This is Kingdom Landing Group, guys. Okay. Oui, Kingdom Landing Group, guys, a première entreprise qui owned by an Asian who's gonna lend you now your money when you want to buy a house. Isn't that beautiful?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Smith Josapha, not Fritz. C'est ça que... I heard that. I know what I own a couple companies, but tonight I'm representing Kingdom Lending Group. We are a firm. We started as a mortgage company we are turning into a lending company. What she's talking about is something that I've seen about 5 years ago. Most of the mortgage companies and the Haitian community, we are just brokers. The next step is being bankers. Bankers is the company that lends you the money, that gets the money from the government and lends it to you. So this is where my company is heading right now in 2022. And I always describe my company as a company that is helping people using leverage to create wealth. Real estate is one of the means you can build wealth. Most wealthy, most billionaires, they own real estate. Everyone in here, if you don't own a piece of real estate, that should be in your goal for 2022. And I can help you own or start owning real estate, because that's one of the way you create health. Believe it or not, every month you're creating wealth for someone else if you're renting. I can help you create wealth for yourself. That's the purpose of it. Thank you, and I'm happy to be here among all of these entrepreneurs tonight.
If you want to connect with him, you're going to have his business card over there and everything. You guys can connect, okay? Regarde la façon qu'elle marche là, comme si rien n'était. Marie-Claudette, avancez s'il vous plaît. C'est elle que j'adore. Mesdames et messieurs, malheureusement, le temps nous fait la guerre, on ne pourra pas faire passer tout le monde. Mais par contre, il y a des personnes qui se passent de présentation. Les gens doivent aller manger. You literally, they're kicking us out. So, pour mon éventuellement qui peut-être qui pas être passé, I want to say, first and everything, thank you for coming. And I want to say, un gros remerciement premièrement avec Freeze Valdeus, malheureusement qui parle aujourd'hui à la main, qui est un représentant de Annette Ball. Monsieur, can you stand up please? Voilà, s'il vous plaît. D'accord. Nous avons également, regardez, équipe nous, bois des bananes, nous avons dit, voilà, la Sony. Sony, s'il vous plaît, BPX Production, bah, on vous bravo, s'il vous plaît.
Mais oui, nous pourrons terminer avec show. Je suis bien content que toute belle activité ça qui fait maintenant. Et bien, talk show magazine matin là, je connais un peu d'amis satisfaits, nous sommes contents. Pour vite dire nous merci avec Télé Indépendance, chaîne 18.10, digital depuis la Miami, Florida. Nous disons merci à Ayiti TV, chaîne 64.3. Depuis la Miami, Florida, à PVS et TV Réseau qui est dans la zone West Palm Beach, nous disons merci tout. Nous disons merci avec Haïti en direct depuis la coulée New York City et à travers le monde entier. Et nous disons merci à toutes les autres stations, Canal Bleu dans la pays d'Haïti. Tout le monde, BPX TV Réseau, 24 heures sur 24 ensemble avec nous. Nous disons tout le monde merci. Et nous ne pas oublier de dire Kenny tout. Merci pour tout le bon travail que nous faisons ensemble dans l'activité ici là. Joyeux Noël, bonne et heureuse année à vous tous. Navarre, semaine prochaine, même station. Enjoy. BPX Production présente Belle Talk Show Magazine sur Ayiti TV, chaîne 64.3 digital. Du lundi au samedi, de 4h à 5h PM. This is it, Belle Talk Show Magazine sur Ayiti TV.
Tout cela pour vous apporter le bonheur auditif chez vous. Avec des rubriques différentes. Les femmes d'abord, causément des chaises. Qui ça la jeunesse besoin? Cuisine ses richesses. HPP mini-série. Belle Talk Show Magazine avec Sony Bellenforme, Aubry Blague, Régine Bastien et Gauthier Bernard. Belle Talk Show Magazine, pour toutes vos publicités, promotions et invitations, veuillez nous contacter au 786 642 35 35. Belle Talk Show Magazine, l'espoir de la culture haïtienne.